Have you ever wanted to calculate running totals, assign row numbers, or compare values across rows without using complex joins or subqueries? If yes, then window functions in SQL Server are your best friend. In this video, we will explore what window functions are, why we use them, real-world use cases like finding top-selling products, comparing current versus previous sales, and ranking records, and the different types of window functions in SQL Server like row number, rank, dense rank, NTILE, lead, lag, first value, and many more. Whether you are preparing for interviews, working on real projects, or just upgrading your SQL skills, this video will help you understand and apply window functions with confidence. Before we begin, a humble request: if you find this content helpful, please consider to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with your friends or colleagues. It really motivates us to keep bringing quality SQL contents for you. Alright, let's jump into the world of window functions and see how they make SQL so much more powerful. In order to see all the demos based on window function of SQL Server, let's go and create a couple of tables. The first table that we are going to create is DBL employees, which has got a couple of fields like employee ID, employee name, email, department, and salary. The types of these fields you can see here. The email is unique and the primary key, and these, these all stuffs that if you have seen our videos earlier. Let's go and try to create this table. Table has been created, and now let's go and insert records to this table. The records have been inserted. You can see 10 records inserted. Now let's think of a scenario. The scenario is we want to display all the employee name, their department, their salary, and some of the salary of that department. Let's say every employee belongs to some department. Raj Kumar belongs to IT, Neha Sharma belongs to HR, and like that. So each department has got some of the salary. I mean, if you are adding up the salary of each department, how much it becomes, we want to display those things side by side. If you want to achieve these things, it is very difficult to write query if you are not using any window function. So let's go and try to approach a general approach here. You can see here that employee ID 3, which is of Kiran Kumar, admin department, and having salary is 45,000, and the department sum of admin is this much, which is the addition of these all. Make sense? So you see Rajat Lal is belonging to HR department, and the HR department salary is, the sum of salary is this much. So you see the person's salary, and at the side of this person's salary you also see the sum of the salary of that particular department. In order to achieve this, we had to write this query. And query we joined the self join as well here, and then we had to do little complex work. If we are using window functions, this query really becomes easier. So you can see here, select employee ID, employee name, department, and salary, and then at the same time we are saying sum of salary, and we are creating a partition. So using the window function, we can create partition. So what partition that we are going to create is partition based on department. So it will create the partition on IT department, it will create the partition of HR department, it will also create the partition of other departments. Make sense? So it is partition, and then we are saying from DBL employees. So you see, this is the simplest query we have written, and we are achieving the same stuff here. So you see here, if we know window function and how to use them, the query really becomes easier to write and very easy and very simple to write. Make sense? Let's go and see another example. In this example, what we want to display is student scores need to be displayed, and we are required to display the highest score as well. So there are students, a student name, and they are scoring in the specific subject, and this is this score. So let's say there are many students whose entries that you have made, and you want to display the one student's score and what is the highest of that particular subject. So this is we are going to achieve through window function. So let's create this table again. the table has been created, and let's insert the data into this table. The records have been inserted. You see 6 records inserted. And now let's go and achieve this without window function. So what is our objective? Our objective is to display the name, his or her score, and at the same time at the right we have to display the highest score of that particular subject. So let's go and see this. And what we see here is we see the person's the subject name and the highest score there. But I want to combine this with student name, which is very difficult for me to do this. But when we are going to use the window function, which is we are using partition here, and then we are using max over. So it will do it is the max. It will find the max of that partition. So what does it do by partition? It will create the partition based on the subject, like science. This is one partition. Maths. This is one partition, and this is the way we can achieve the same. Now you see this meaningful data. Ria, subject math, she scored 85, and the highest of that particular subject is 88. Likewise, you see that Ria scored 88 and the highest of that particular subject is 94, which was scored by Neha. Make sense? What we learned here is that window functions really makes our query easier to write and makes our life also easy. Let's first try to understand what window function is. A type of SQL Server function that performs a calculation across the set of rows, which we call is a window. So we have seen in our 2 previous examples where we found the max of particular subject. So what it did is it created window for that subject. In the second example that we saw, which was also creating another window. So if we have data in that of that nature, wherein we can really see things in frames or windows, they can be handled. The outcome can be handled by window functions. Unlike aggregate function, window function do not collapse. So what happens in aggregate, if you are saying group by, so this collapses. So if it collapses, then you cannot see the individual results. For example, in our last example, we wanted to show every individual's score, and as well as we wanted to show the max of that particular subject, the highest score of that particular subject. So if you're doing group by or any aggregate function uses, so it would only collapse the system. So you cannot show all the data along with the individual data. They are always used with over clause, which we have already seen, and we will see this in detail as well. Make sense? The key features of window functions. It performs calculation without grouping the row. We have already seen in our examples, 2 examples. It provides powerful analytical capabilities such as ranking, running total, running average, moving average, row comparison, and so many other things. This is really going to help you a lot in analyzing data in better way. We'll go and see some real life use cases. The first use case is ranking employees by sales performance. So we have employees table, sales employees table. They do sales. So you want to rank employees that, like say in February, this is a window because this is the February window. In this February, who ranked? So there were 2 sales made in February, 700 and 300. But what is the ranking? This guy, Sumit Kumar, has rank 1 and Tim Kohn has rank 2. Why? Because in February 2 sales were made and Tim Kohn made less salary than Sumit Kumar. So Sumit Kumar ranks first. See the example. In January, we have only 1. So this window is just of 1 person. In March, we have 3 people selling. So Neeraj Kumar, Sumit Kumar, and Neeraj Verma. Kiran Kumar sold 800, 500, and 400. So you see the Kiran Kumar ranks first, Sumit Kumar ranks second, and Neeraj Verma ranks third. So this way we can do ranking stuff. So we can perform ranking using window function. Let's try to see the rank example in SQL Server Management Studio. For this, we are going to create one table. The table is TVL employee sales. It has got employee ID, employee name, month of the year, years of sale, and sell amount. Let's create this table. Table has been created. Let's try to understand the data into this table. The data have been inserted. Let's check the data. if we have select all from TBL employee sales, so we can see this is the data that we have created. Employee ID Kiran, which has it's in March, and Kiran has in March 2025 has done the sale of 800. So what we are trying to achieve is we are going to achieve a rank of the employee. Let's say in March, if there are many employees, let's say 3 employees who have done sales, what is the rank of that employee? So ideally, if you see the data, this is a small data, but let's try to see if in March 3 people, Kiran has done 800, Sumit has done 500, and Neeraj Verma has done 400 sell. So by the small set of data, if we try to understand what is the rank, then you will say that Kiran Kumar has rank 1, Sumit Kumar has rank 2, and Neeraj Verma has rank 3 based on the sale amount that they have. And this is what we are going to achieve through window function. Let's go and execute this. So you see that in March there are 3 employees. Kiran Kumar, Kiran Kumar sold 800, so rank 1. Sumit Kumar sold 500, rank 2. Neeraj Verma sold 400, rank 3. Make sense? So this is how we achieve rank. So for rank, we will use rank, rank, and over that we have to do the partition. We are going to do partition based on month of the year. If March, then March, all the March window. And then we are going to order by sell amount. So that's how we saw that it's order by sell amount. 800 comes first, and then like that's why. The second real-time example is comparing current value with previous row. And we are going to use lag function. In this example, we see that Neha Sharma did sell in January and sell amount of 100, sell amount of 700. Team Con did sell in February and sell amount of 300. And using this, we can say that what was the previous month sale? 700 of Neha Sharma. And the difference is this guy sold 300 minus 700 becomes 400. Likewise, Sumit Kumar did a sale of 700. And what was the previous sale? 300. So we can see here previous sale 300. And this guy Sumit Kumar is making more sale. So here it is positive 400. So this kind of data you can prepare and you can check where it is very useful wherein you are going to compare the sale of one person with the previous sale done. And you see the very meaningful information here. Let's go and try to see it in SQL Server Management Studio. So let's see that example. How are we writing query here? So let me select the query first and run it for you. So the query produces the same sort of result I have seen in the slide sometimes back. So we are going to select employee name and we are telling it as a sale by. So you see here sale by, and then we are achieving the name of the month. So this is the date name function that we have used, a SQL Server function. So let us not get confused. This will give you the month of the name of the month. And then we are saying sale amount, and then it is lag sale amount. So lag will give you, which we are calling it as a previous month sale. So how we write lag and the amount of the value that we want to use it over order of months. So we are actually creating a window month of the year. So month of the year is January, February, March, like that. And then we are calculating this difference as sale amount minus lag of sale amount, previous sale. And then we are showing it as a difference. So using this lag, we are able to achieve this data. The next example is duplicating data. First, finding first record per group. So what we are going to achieve it, actually you have this sort of data here. So in this data, you see that Sumit Kumar occurrences are many. There are 3 occurrences of Sumit Kumar. And Sumit Kumar has made purchases like 600, 900, 500. What we want to do, what we want to achieve it, which is very difficult to achieve it without window function, is that the first person's detail in the group. I mean, a person has done so many transactions and so many entries, but the first entry of each person's first entry. So you see the output here. Sumit Kumar 600 is 6000 is displayed here, and likewise Kiran Kumar there are 2 entries. So with this lot you see Kiran Kumar's first entry is shown, and then Neha Sharma's 2 entry. So for this, let's go to create a table. The table is TVL purchase. TVL purchase has customer ID, customer name, date of purchase, and purchase amount. We have created this table. Let's insert some data into this table. Data have been inserted, 7 records, and let's try to see the data. The data is like this. Here we have Sumit Kumar. So what we want to do is that we want to display the first value of each lot. So the first lot is this. There are 3 Sumit Kumar entries here. And out of these 3 Sumit Kumar entries, we are going to display the first lot. We are going to create a partition based on the customer ID. So the 3 customer ID, and then we are going to create the partition, and the first value should be shown. And here it is a row number, and then we are telling that it should show us the first one. So you see here the first record of Sumit Kumar, the first record of Kiran Kumar, and so of Neha Sharma. Make sense? The next use case is pagination query results. So what happens when you are working on web pages or any other application? You want that your data should be coming in lot. So let's say you want to display your data from record number 30 to record number 35, or you want to display or retrieve data from record number 60 to 80. So this kind of pagination we can achieve through window function. So in this example, you see that we are going to say something here. We are going to send here start and end. So 30 is the start and 35 is the end, and you can see all the data from 30 to 35, right? So let's go and see this. In order to see the pagination stuff, let's go to create a table. The table is a TVL customer, which has got customer ID, customer name, customer email, and purchase amount. So we have created the table, and then we are going to insert many records in the table. In that case, what? 1s, 10s, 100, 1000, 10. So we're going to insert 10,000 records in this table, inserting data into this. So we are saying cust 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10,000, and cust1@gmail.com, cust2@gmail.com, and in purchase we are saying 1000 plus the value, random value between 100 and 50. So this will calculate the random value, and that will be added to 1000, and it will be inserted. Let's go and run this loop to insert the data. It will take some time, and data will be quickly inserted back to you. Data has been inserted. You can see now. You can check the data. The data is here. You see that customer 1, cust1@gmail.com, and this is the purchase amount. Now we are going to achieve pagination. For pagination, we will be using row number, and then we create a order by over customer ID, and then a space where the row number between the start and end, and the start is 30 and is 35. So this way, using this window function, we can achieve the data. Likewise, you can actually change the value of 40 and let's say 100, and then you can actually see all the data. Okay, so 40 to 100. The last example is showing a score of individual along with highest of that subject. So there is a table which contains the data of all students. So students Riya, Ayan, Aryan, Neha, Riya, and all. So what we want to show is they are scoring some score in the subject. So Riya scores math, and the score of Riya is 85, but the highest of math is 88. Aryan scores 78 in math, but the highest of score is 88, and Neha scores 88, and that's what it shows that everybody is seeing this meaningful information here is that, okay, Riya has got 85 in math, but what is the highest score? Then 88. Aryan has got 78 in math, but what is the highest score? 88. So this way we can do the highest score in subject, and we can produce meaningful data. Let's go and explore all the window functions available there in SQL Server possible. The first is row number. This assigns a unique sequencer number for each row within the partition. So we have already seen row number in example. Rank we have already seen. This ranks rows with the gap. So we have seen that the salesperson were making the sales, and based on their amount of sale they made, we were ranking the salespersons. And dense rank is different from rank. This is without gap, wherein the rank is with gap. So we'll tell you the gaps with an example. We have NTILE. This divides the result into equal parts. So if you want to, you have window. So if you want to divide the window into certain parts, so you can use NTILE. Lag fetches the previous row, and lead fetches from the next row. First value from the window, last value from the window. Sum over is calculates the running total of that particular partition or window. Likewise, we have average over, mean over, max over, that is of that window. Since we'll go and see all these functions in detail in SQL Server. So I'm back in SQL Server Management Studio, and let's quickly create a couple of tables to see all those functions. So with the first table is TVL sales, which has got salesperson ID, salesperson name, region of sales, region north, east, west, south, and sale amount. So let's create this table. Table has been created. Now insert a couple of records to the table. Table records have been inserted. Now let's go to see the row number. So it will display the unique row to each row. So you see that row number 1, 2 like this, we can do that. The second example is rank. So this assigns a rank to each row with gaps if there are ties. So if there are ties, let's say 2 persons have the same value. For example, this guy, these 2 persons have the same value. So it will do what? It will with a gap. So it will give a gap, and the next starting will be different. So let's see this example. So we have Kiran Kumar, Vijay Shankar, this is 2, 2, but you see that there is no value as such 3, because what happens, there is a tie in these guys. So this is considered 3 and 4. So the next person's rank has been assigned as 5. But if it is dense rank, so what will happen? This will not leave that particular gap. So let's go and try to see the dense rank for the same example. So now we are using dense rank here. So you see 9,000, 7,000, this is 2, but just after that Kumud Verma is the next lot. They are having rank number 3. But if you could see that the earlier version where we could use rank, this was showed as 5, because this is 2, 3, 4, and then 5. This is the difference between rank and dense rank. Now NTILE. So NTILE divides the row into approximately equal parts and buckets. NTILE is a window function that divides the result set into approximately equal groups or buckets in 1 to n. So in NTILE you are supplying 3. So this will actually divide the buckets into 3. So you can see this example. Based on the sale amount, these guys are falling in bucket 1, these guys are falling in bucket 2, and these guys are falling in bucket 3. Next is sum over. So we can find the sum over running total or running sum over the values. You can see here the total of east is to 28,000. So east is this. If you calculate the sum of this, then this will become 28,000. So it is showing the sum over. Next is average. So it will show the average of the group. You see this, the average is this much. So if all east you calculate, the average becomes 5,600. It shows that average. The next is lag. So lag is the previous data. We have already seen this example. So it calculates from the previous. And the next is lead. Lead is showing the last value. So you see that last value, that opposite to lag. The first value is returns the first value of the window frame. So it creates the window and the first value of the window. So for that we created a table, employee name, month name, and sales, and then we are inserting some records into that. So let's insert the record. We can check the value in TVL sales. So let's select all from TVL sales, and this value gets displayed here. So we have a lot of the person. So let's say we are creating a lot, and we'll create the first value. So you see here the lot of Alice, and this is the last value. So what is the lot of Alice, and the last value is 120, so it is showing as the last value. I should quantify it to last value. And likewise first value and average. This way we have covered all the window functions with you. I took many examples which was useful for you, which you can use in practical life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more high quality technical content. Drop your question in comments and I will be happy to answer them. See you in the next one. Bye bye.